Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be going over the cold air which is going to be moving east. We're going to have some very cold conditions over the eastern United States. Temperatures are going to be near 10 to maybe even 20 degrees below normal Fahrenheit, so we have some very cold conditions. We're going to see a couple more frost and freezes go through parts of New England, the Northeast, and also for parts of the Great Lakes and the Northern Plains because of this very cold Arctic air. So we're going to be going over the next 7 to 8 days and what they should bring in terms of this cold air, and we're going to time it out for you guys. So let's get right into it here. Let's start off with your current National Weather Service page. We have Sally bringing flash flood watches, tornado watches. We also have a bunch of flash flood warnings and also some hurricane and tropical storm warnings also in effect for parts of the southeast. We have some frost and freeze warnings and watches for parts of the UP of Michigan, northern Wisconsin, the northern half of Minnesota, and also for northeastern North Dakota there, where we could have temperatures as low as 28 or maybe even 27 degrees Fahrenheit over those regions. And then we have some smoke advisories for parts of the Northwest, also for parts of northeastern Colorado, central California, and also for southern Arizona there. And you even have a couple of excessive heat warnings in effect for parts of Arizona and California, and some red flag warnings in effect for parts of south central Oregon and northeastern California there. So let's start off here with your Climate Prediction Center 6 to 10 day temperature probability outlook, and we are looking at some very cold conditions, or at least a high chance of seeing cold conditions for much of the eastern United States, and I would say the eastern third, and then also stretching into parts of the southern and central United States there. But you see, for the west, we have some very warm conditions, and that will eventually overtake our pattern into the later part of September before potentially we rebound with some even more Arctic air as we get into October. So here would be your 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, and we are looking at the southeast and also for parts of the south central. We're looking at some colder than normal temperatures, but for much of the northern and also the western United States, some warmer than normal temperatures for the 8 to 14 day period. So let's get into it here. We're going to look at your European ensemble model, a collection of about 40 models put together, and that averages out their 2 meter temperature anomaly. And then we're going to look at the daily low temperatures for every single day over the next week or so. So we're going to go about 7 or 8 days out. So here would be for tomorrow, Thursday morning, when your low temperatures would be recorded, and you're looking at over the Great Lakes and also for the northern plains, some cold air. But look up in parts of Quebec, Ontario, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba there. We're looking at some very cold Arctic air that is going to dip down into parts of the eastern United States. And today you had some colder than normal temperatures for much of the eastern United States, and that cold air has moved out, and now you're going to see another round of cold air rebounding right behind it. So it's almost right back to back with that cold air. So here would be your actual low temperatures for Thursday morning, and we're looking at low temperatures anywhere in those lighter blues. That's right around 60 to 50 degrees. If you're getting to the dark blues and the more vibrant medium shades of blue, that's around 50 to 40, and the whites are right around 40 to about 30 degrees. If you're in the reds, we're looking at below 30 degrees, and if you're in the yellows, that's 60 degrees or higher. So we're seeing for the northern plains, the northern Great Lakes, maybe a couple readings that are near 35 degrees, and some isolated areas getting closer to 30 degrees. Here's for Friday morning, and we're looking at colder than normal temperatures stretching into parts of the southern and central plains, and then coming back out throughout parts of the northern United States for the Great Lakes and also for the Northeast. We're looking at temperatures that in Celsius are close to 4 to maybe 8 degrees below normal, so that would be closer to probably 8 or 16 degrees below normal. So this is double digits below what is typical for this time of year. And then as we continue this will be by Friday morning, and this is what your actual low temperatures are looking like. And we're seeing 30s now stretching into parts of the interior Northeast, as well as more widespread 30s for parts of Wisconsin, Michigan, and also into parts of Minnesota there. And then the 50s and 40s are stretching further to the south than they were on Thursday. Now let's continue this. Let's go to Saturday, and we see a big ball of just very cold temperatures just sitting over parts of the northeastern quarter of the United States. with temperatures that are close to maybe 10 degrees Celsius, that would be closer to 20 degrees Fahrenheit below what is typical for this time of year. So very, very cold for this time of year. This is what it equates to in terms of your actual daily low temperatures, and we're looking at low temperatures stretching all the way down into the lower peninsula of Michigan, also for parts of the interior northeast, in all the way down into Pennsylvania and West Virginia there, where we're looking at temperatures that are getting as far down as maybe 35 or 30 degrees Fahrenheit, especially the further north you go, the closer to maybe that 29, 28 degree mark you'll be at. So definitely over the next couple of days, watch out for those frost and freeze warnings to go out. So if you do get any of those issued, definitely bring all your plants inside, because that can definitely kill your plants. So definitely bring them inside and wait until all this cold air goes away, which should last maybe a week or so, and then you could probably bring your plants back outside. Now here would be by Sunday morning, and we're looking at pretty much the entire eastern United States is in some form of 8 to 10 degrees or more below normal in terms of the temperatures, and it's really centered now over parts of the interior northeast and parts of the Ohio Valley, where you have the most below normal temperatures. Now here's what that looks like in terms of your actual daily low temperatures, and we're looking at pretty much the same story, except it shifts a little bit further to the east. Parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, also for upstate New York and into northern Pennsylvania, they're looking at temperatures that are going to be down to right around 32 degrees. So you will see most likely either a freeze or a frost, and this would be Sunday the 20th of September, and then here is for Monday morning, which would be September the 21st, and what the temperature anomalies look like for that day. We're looking at temperature anomalies that are closer to maybe 11 degrees Celsius below normal, which is closer to 22, 23, 24 degrees Fahrenheit below normal. And that is, again, centered really over the interior northeast and then stretching throughout parts of the southeast there. So we have some well below normal temperatures, and this would be for Monday, the 21st of September. Here's what your low temperatures look like on that day. And pretty much the same story. You might have actually a 3-day frost and freeze for parts of northern New England into the interior northeast. So that's really something that we have to watch out for, and definitely bring in your vegetation and or at least cover them, because they will not survive under these 32, 31, 30 degree temperatures. Now here would be for Tuesday morning, the September 22nd there, and we're looking at the core of the cold air centered over the coastal southeast states. So from Georgia northward into Virginia and West Virginia there, the cold air is centered throughout those regions, and again near 20 degrees Fahrenheit below what is typical. Here's what your low temperatures look like for those areas. Temperatures into Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia getting down near 45 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so very, very cold. And you see most of the coldest air is centered right around parts of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and into Virginia and also North Carolina there, especially near the Appalachian Mountains there. Now here would be day 8, I believe, and this would be Wednesday, the 23rd of September, and we're looking at well below normal temperatures centered around parts of the southeast, and it's really starting to move out of the Great Lakes and the northern plains, and it's now getting out of the northeast by this point, and it's starting to shift further to the southeast there. So that actually kind of matches up with my fall forecast, if you guys remember that one, where I actually forecasted below normal temperatures to be centered around the southeast, and that does look like it's going to pan out at least for the next few days. Now, here's what your low temperatures look like, and we're looking at temperatures that are going to be near 40 to 50 degrees over much of the eastern United States. Basically, the eastern third is enveloped in 40 to 50 degree low temperatures, some upper 50s in some scenarios. Now, here would be, I believe this is the last day that we're going to look at, and this would be for Thursday, the 24th of September, and we're looking at below normal temperatures all throughout the southeast, and it's now all moved out of the northeast and the Great Lakes as well as the northern plains, and it's shifted further to the south, and now you're seeing most of the cold air for the south east. And now here would be what your low temperatures will look like on Thursday the 24th of September, and we're looking at low temperatures a little bit warmer but still near 55 degrees for much of the eastern third of the United States. So that is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you haven't already, go check out my third winter forecast, which is up on my channel. You can go check that out. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.